Fat fluffy brain. Yeah, we got good coffee. Sponsored by Kisa kita nga sa sponsor katong Taganaga.
The Brewing Club.
The Brewing Club. Thank you so much, guys.
Fino.
Oh, I want to find a cool quote about thinking. Hold on.
About thinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Thinking.
Oh, guys, unsa inyong gipanghuna-huna every day?
Quotes. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. Albert Einstein.
Change of mindset.
Change of mindset to solve our problems. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Ziglar. If everyone is thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. George S. Patton.
Boring sad uy if everyone thinks the same.
Mayong buntag diha, atong mga listeners, mga viewers, welcome back to the Bros Unscripted podcast. As you can hear, ang atong topic karong adlaw kay about sa thinking, about the good habit of thinking, the discipline of thinking. Because let's be honest, daghan jud tag hunahuna-on karong mga adlaw. No, we are busy, everything, but is the way that we think, is what we think about, going to really help us? Diba? It's an interesting topic. And so we were just reading some very interesting quotes.
Does it contribute?
Does it contribute to
your well-being?
Your well-being, yes.
Your goals.
Does your thinking contribute to your well-being? Quote from Andresa Teganas.
Andresa, like you sounds like Albert Einstein. Wow.
Sounds like
inspired ka na Albert Einstein.
Inspired ko ni Lord today.
Nice. So guys, we have coffee with us today once again from taga-asa man ni Changa Coffee?
The Brewing Club Company.
The Brewing Club Company, because honestly ba giduka man mi gamay, hopefully kamusad mo duka para magkasabot jud unsay among kwan situation. Gibati.
Panduka.
So coffee is the answer. I think actually ang coffee makatabang sa good thinking, no?
Yeah.
Ako nakabantay ko.
Yes,
Super good. Super.
That's true.
Of course, it will awaken your
Is our coffee almost ready?
Especially if lami ang coffee,
The caffeine will awaken everything.
Akong gi-slow actually because you know what happens, right?
Yes. Okay, you slow man good, yeah. No, okay, actually, Akosa, this is something that I've been thinking about. This topic of how to think well, how to think productively, how to, setting aside time for thinking, all of that, like good thinking ba. Because actually recently naka-retreat ko.
Whoa! Like a halo.
Yeah.
Halo.
I want to say hello.
I had a retreat, and the last time I had a retreat, kanang dugay na jud kayo nga wala ko nag-retreat good. Like
katong one-on-one yun na kuan.
Katong personal retreat nga walay cellphone, walay computer,
social media.
Kana no? Just me and Jesus pa. And it was interesting because it was so hard the first couple of days, like to really try to focus my thinking on what my goal was for
retreat.
And then actually a while after kind of mga third day siguro sa akong retreat nga wa cell phone, wa social communication, no social media, blah 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 blah. Like I actually really started to love it a lot.
You were well adjusted na.
Yeah, well adjusted.
Third day?
Yeah, akong thinking nindot kayo ba? Nindot kayo kung like positive akong thinking, clear kayo akong thinking.
Kudos to your retreat master.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Sister Grace. Shout out.
Shout out, Sister Grace.
Sister Grace, shout out.
Can I also make a shout out to Sister Terry?
Sister Terry, go to the Good Shepherd Retreat House.
Yes,
for
they're
your
the best.
retreats para maka-think mo tarong sa unsay inyong mga kanang deepest desires. Charot, no?
I think it helps no nga nindot sa imong environment ba?
Yeah, ang environment said. So I actually let's get into that. I think we're gonna go right into the topic today. Kay unless Jerome, kay chika.
Wala, nothing.
I would just
chika. Chika.
I will hipos this one ha.
Hipos it. Sige, hipos.
Ano na akong kape ba? Hindi na makapaabot na.
Kay chika bro, since the last time, unsay mga nindot nga nidahibos sa yung kinabuhi ba?
As usual, thinking about my thinking.
Okay, mga unsay mong gi-think.
Kaya nga, viewer si Jerome, kasumok-samok, giduka, wala.
Every week na mo dyan siya happening because of radical training.
Diba, no? Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Shout out to my radical bros out there.
Radical bros. Ooh, you should share this podcast with them, no? I think nindot kayo.
Radical bros.
Are they helping you think better?
Of course, man.
Oh
Of
my
course, man.
gosh.
Dude, yo, what you thinking about, dude?
Thinking, sorry, it's a very interesting
English,
topic.
English lagi dito. Yaw mo English.
Bitaw,
English mo
sorry,
English.
medyo giduka man ko, maun ako sige ko English.
Okay,
English
Roy.
Ako ba English,
Our
English.
viewers are very smart.
Very
Awkwardan ko
smart
sa akong
mga
cellphone
viewers. They
English, English
think.
ko.
That's why they listen to the podcast kay mag-think yun sila.
Kape
So
sa
guys,
tag-
let's get into ang kaning parts atong libro, no? We're going through John C. Maxwell, Make Today Count, of course. Yeah. Kani siya is chapter 5
Oh, we're almost
on
halfway.
thinking. We're almost halfway. No? So the
Wow.
12
Coffee there.
12 good habits to have for making your daily agenda as efficient, as good as possible.
Yes.
When yang kanisha, I was kind of really happily surprised by this chapter because basically his point. So my favorite part is kanisha nga part, no, managing the discipline of thinking. And iyang point is actually every day. So kanisha,
Discipline of thinking.
the discipline of thinking. And so what he means is that ang gisuwat niya is every day I will set aside a time to think and I will determine to think on the right things. It's kind of interesting. So kana
Wow.
siya ang iyang kanang thesis, Charles, to say that like every day we have to set aside time to let ourselves think. But when I first read that, I was like, oh, that's nice. Kind of more like daydream. I don't know, like we are in our kind of comfy chair and we're just kind of daydreaming. But actually, he really says that like we should practice good thinking, like how to think well.
Oh, like very mindful.
Very demure.
Demure.
Mindful thinking ba, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
diba? Super. We should be very demure. I'm drinking coffee. Very demure, very mindful.
Very mindful. Because sometimes, dili man mindful thinking atong gibuhat good.
Super. Yeah, I really agree. I really agree. Actually, kabaw mo naka-post ko sa video about sa kanang demure ba.
Very
Pero
demure.
do you daw nga nakakasabot sa akong joke? Have you seen that original video, bro? Kanang very demure, very
Yeah,
mindful.
Oh, yeah,
I've
that's
seen
fine.
many versions of it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So how to be demure when you're thinking?
How to be mindful when
Unsa
you're
man
thinking.
unsa man pag demure when you're basta maghuna-huna mo diha.
Mm.
So ang iyang mga suggest is that first of all, importante kayo ang lugar, no?
Oh,
Find a place to think.
the environment.
The environment. Actually, that's why mao na akong gisulti nga. Sige, so that's a topic because ang katong Good Shepherd Retreat House, nindot kayo og environment, no? Diba, bro? Kay kuyod pug ka. Di ba, mga-
Sponsored man it is a Good Shepherd, a
Diba, no?
podcast. Oy!
Good Shepherd Retreat House, nindot kayo ang environment to think.
Yes, that's true.
And then, so, kana siya, you have to find a place nga you are comfortable thinking, yeah? Thinking about your problems, thinking about your goals, thinking about how kumusta man ka, ano ba, right? Which is actually also a very spiritual exercise. And it's very interesting. Na mga kanang desert fathers ba of the Catholic
Whoa.
Church, mga
Whoa.
desert fathers, mga holy kayo ba?
Murag dili na ni akong level.
Nagasuwat jud sila og kuan mga libro about sa kanang thinking ba, about negative thoughts, about ana. It's very interesting. Anyway, so first find a place to think. Second, set aside think time every day. I like that. So setting aside think time every day, as important as finding the right place to think is carving out the time. No, finding the time to every day to let ourselves think.
Is it the same as kanang spending time for meditation or no?
Kind of. It's a bit different. It's more like letting yourself pause and asking yourself like, yeah, asa ko badulong, kumusta akong
Goal
day?
for the day, ana.
Am I having a good attitude today? Am I being determined today? Unsay pwede buhaton nato o kanang nako ugma para mas determine akong day. Ano ba? Just like to yeah, it's a bit like a meditation practice. I think ang iyang gi suggest. It's not necessarily praying. It's not necessarily daydreaming. But it's like yeah, putting your mind into your life. Ano?
I remember the katong sa I breviary ba nga. Like take a time to pause and examine your
I guess a YouVersion Bible. Yeah.
examination of conscience ba. You take time to pause of whatever you've done.
Take time to pause. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you've done for the day. Is it good? Is it bad? If it's bad, say sorry. Like something like that.
Diba, no? Wait, but let's go back. Maybe we could do each section at a time. So find a place to think. Ang first suggestion ni
Lugar na siya, bro. Asa
Bro,
ka
nakay-
makunahon na.
Unsa imong kanang environment nga makathink ka og maayo?
With nature, I think.
Malandong ba?
Nature ba?
Nature?
That's why you go biking, no?
But yeah, it's I don't know, dili gid siya personally sa ako, dili jud ko kanang very mindful bitaw every day. It's too hard.
have to be
Realistically speaking,
It's very hard. Yeah.
murag
Ako sa
nadyo ko'y
horrible.
gap from the book ba, like the book is kind of like very high jud para nako, but
Very
I
ideal.
tried my best to be kuan. I think sa kuan lang priority unsa yung priority, and then because mo ganay mo balik-balik sa imong mind ko na yung priorities ba.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden mo na, oy 12 no naman, mga ona ta. Murag ginana bitaw ka nang you're just being actual sa imong thinking according to the activity.
Yeah.
Nga ang activity murag mo imo
Like you think as you work.
mura siyag mo arbitrary ba sa imong thinking ba. Pasa ko ara na.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really. I mean, for what he's saying here, I mean, di ko man practice any. Like, it's very, very difficult. But it's interesting. Like, yung point kanang thinking can, finding time to think is a good thing to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
true.
good thing to do. No, it's nice. So kanang when you're biking and ano, yeah, when you're
Or I don't know,
making bird
recent
bites.
days dili tagsa na kay ko magbike, but yeah, sometimes kan sa ang sa among life ba sa religious ba kay religious man mi, so na time nga kanang magampo, part gid siya sa kanang meditation and
Bitaw.
thinking nga
Yeah.
maka you're just there silent, then makauna-una jud ka laom ba. Ano.
Yeah, because twice a day you have times to think. Like
Ana,
your silent prayer and your adoration.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
na jud.
So naagid siya kanang nami opportunities and marag kind of privilege sa mo nga
LR.
Dapat mindful, pero dili demure. We are not. We are
Very
not.
mindful.
We are not mindful. We are not demure. Even if we sit in the chapel 2 times a day. No.
Yeah.
But it's really it's a difficult thing to. It's a difficult discipline. No, iyang discipline ba? Kanang thinking every day.
magsakay mo sa jeep, magkunauna man na pwede.
Oh, pwede man. Kana sakay sa jeep.
Or
Ikaw, Grisa, sa
tayo
imong
mag-travel ba?
when we travel. Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Travel
Sa
sa
imong favorite thinking places.
I think everywhere nga quiet and I'm alone, I can think yun. So, like for me, akong setup is I live alone. So, dagan gyud ko mahuna-hunaan whenever I ligo, whenever I'm in bed. So, kasagaran dira mo gawas ang mga realizations. Yeah, kay ako raman like walay magsamok, like I have my own pacing, I have my own world when I'm inside my room. So I would say I can think well
Yeah.
when I'm alone because I think introverts are good ko. So yeah, I grow when
Needing
I'm alone.
time to think. Yeah.
Yeah. Same sa kong share ganina nga, I had my realizations in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was alone, just thinking.
Yeah, kanang buntag na siya mga realizations
Yes.
sa shower.
Yes.
It's
Goals
nice.
in life.
Yeah, I think for me, I'd say pariya may Jerome siguro nga mag-sports. I really, oftentimes I find myself really thinking, but like I can let myself think when I do sports. Ang usa nga which is very weird for me, is that I love kanang traveling. When I travel, like basta mo sakay kog eroplano ba? Like grabe jud akong huno-huno usahay.
As long as it's not delayed, bro.
Yeah. Like I mean, even when it's delayed.
Okay.
Yeah, like I love being out in a place where kanang dili ko familiar sa mga tao. And
Like strange places.
yeah, strange places and kind of people watching. Yeah, like sa una, I would go nagbuyo ba ako sa France sa una niya. I had to see a doctor every month niya ko sa Paris pa niya. Ganahan kay ko kanang suri-suri sa Paris lang gid. Like nagsakay ko train and then after nanawag ko sa syudad niya, naglakaw ko sa akong kanang doctor. And it was like, half-hour walk through the city of Paris.
Kataas.
Yeah, it's really because I wanted to save money. Nga di ko magsakay ko anog bus or blah blah blah. Mahadlok ko sa bus or everything. And I really really liked it. Like to just walk with, I didn't know anyone, people didn't know me.
Very mindful.
Very mindful, very demure. And like what I like about what the both of you said, like ako apod nakarelate ko na. Kasi bitang when you let yourself think, when you reflect in general ba nga, Actually, mga, like you were saying, the priorities, mugawas ba ang mga priorities? Mugawas ba ang mga realizations? That was the
Yes.
word that you used, no? Kanang mga moments where you're like, oh, kana di ay importante sa akong life.
Yeah, mga
Like,
essentials.
Mga essentials. Kana di akong focus karon, no?
Mm.
Instead of just like, kay ako, I don't know if you're like this, but like for me, like, grabe ko ka, I can get caught up in my activities, like,
Situations.
daghan mga to-do list, mga blah blah blah. After a while, I become more like a machine. Just like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that, and then
Not mindful.
not very mindful.
Unsa na ang mindful day kanang mura ka nang
Yeah, you really
maglingkod.
have your thought into it, ba?
Maglingkod ra ka niya magunahon na ay nana.
Not really. Sometimes you work like mindful working,
Mapalitan ka nang mag-writing ka. Mao na siya murag pinaka the best nga example sa mindfulness siguro no. Kay you're able to write what you think ba.
yeah, kay inabit tata
Kay
kana
og
expression sa Bisaya kanang naglutaw ba? Like you're here pero wala ka because you're not mindful.
Being in
kung-
the present, yeah. Mao na
Ano ba?
mindfulness.
Mindful, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like dili ka distracted. You're focused on. Ang imong mind is present sa unsay imong buhaton ka.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So related gapon siya sa kung ano kanang sa realidad ba nga. What are you doing now? Na mo na mo siya murag siya ni may tama inom kag kape. Ang kape mo yung murag nakapa kuan mo ba?
Oh, dili ka so
Pati
example,
rum
pag
ba?
mainom ka kape, kung mindful ka, it's
You're
like you're
enjoying the coffee.
you're enjoying the
Enjoying the
coffee.
coffee, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you determine unsay mga notes sa coffee because you're really savoring the coffee.
Oh, through the senses.
Oh, yeah.
Mao na nga, I think nature, mayo siya para mag-mindfulness.
Yeah.
Kay attentive ka sa imong senses.
Mm.
You have to come back to the senses, no?
Yeah.
Bro,
While
kani
at
ang
the same time kung nag-work yeah.
Look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very
Very
There's so
mindful,
many
very demure.
versions of it nga nice, good, no?
yeah, I like it. I like it. It's so funny. Anyway, nahunong akong audio di ay ni. I have to record the audio pagid. No, watch it. Sige. Let's start like that, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, with the let's go to the next one. English. So set aside time. Set aside think time every day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe let's
Wow, like,
let's just say
yeah.
we fail.
So, ang saying nga? Ang saying nga?
Set aside yun siya, para niya,
Think
set
time.
aside think time every day. But I think to be honest, I love John Maxwell, but like I think kanang iyang life man good is he is an author,
Yeah.
leadership
Mm.
trainer.
Of course,
So
yeah.
like dapat jud na siya think time during the day. I mean like
Yes.
kita missionaries ba yata, so like
But for me, importante gihapon.
really?
Yeah.
But it's so hard.
And you know what? Unsay nakakuha gid sa time. Like, we don't set aside time for thinking because most of the time we are on our phones.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then kuan
I realize ko na that's so bad.
Grabe jud ko scroll no.
Me.
Grabe jud ako sa
Although si Maxwell ni suggest na siya guys. Kanang iya mo ng personal life. Kanang
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a testimony ba with like this is how I function. So sa atua not necessarily nga murag i-copy paste bitaw nimo. Pero like related sa kung wala ka sa faith ba we speak about faith especially sa Catholicism. Nga kung kana siya santos like sa may nga santos si Mother Teresa of Calcutta. So dili necessarily nga imo gyud siyang i-imitate 100%.
Right.
Like you can learn
Yes.
something from her
Yeah.
and do it by your own
Oh,
in
kana.
your
Same as
own
like
way.
this.
The
Right.
same as the book ba nga.
Right. Like nindot man mag-think, but then
Yes.
is it like sa akong situation karon
Exactly.
realistic ba
Yeah.
na?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you find it helpful and doable, why not do it?
Why not?
Why
do
not do it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Why not do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
set aside
capable
think
of
time.
doing it.
Yeah.
If I'm capable of scrolling through Instagram Reels for 30 minutes per day, I'm probably very capable.
I'm so bad because I
of
think
kanang-
more than 30 minutes
Really?
ako.
Nako i-watch nga
Yeah, I
YouTube.
can, yeah.
Nako na-watch nga YouTube video yesterday ba kanang scientist siya. Ano ya?
Fluffy brain?
She's talking about the fat fluffy brain.
Yeah.
Really?
Kadungog ko na
Yeah.
sige siya pamina. How to have a
healthy
fat,
brain.
fluffy brain.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
healthy
diyan. Amo yung
brain
mga fat,
ba?
fluffy brains.
Yes. Because if
I
you have a
like-
fat, fluffy brain, it means maayo jud kag utok.
Functioning.
But
good.
unsay yung gisabi?
Yang advice kay kanang very you need to do exercise good. Like you need
Yes.
to do exercise. Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot have a healthy brain if you don't do exercise.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Katong sa health, no? Atong last topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. One
Yeah.
of the main
And I
kuan
think
ba,
kanang-
requirements. Yeah.
Makatabang jud siya sa thinking if mag-exercise
Super.
ka.
Super. No, super. Makatabang siya kay, I mean, for me, ang akong, like, going back to the topic about health, no? Ang sports, parang ako, it's like what kanang, I feel like, honestly, when I do sports, murag mag-reunite ang akong mga, kanang
Yeah,
emotions, ang akong mga
Reunite.
blah, with my
Reunite.
thinking. Like, murag ma-even siya. Like, okay, kalma.
Magbalanse sila.
Oh. Otherwise, kung di ko mag-sports,
Mag-ana sila.
ma-stress ko, maglagot, like, ang
Wow.
emotions
Yeah.
na ko crazy kayo. Yeah.
Dili united ang inner, no? Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, look at this about thinking ba. Ingon siya na siya part nga, find a process that works for you. So really din is a place to think, but what siya ang more on the context and like,
Like how you do it.
oh yeah, this is so funny. Na siya mga examples ba nga how great thinkers would like put themselves into a thinking space. Ano siya? Philosopher Immanuel Kant used to stare out his window at a stone tower to think. When trees grew up threatening to block his view, he chopped them down.
Yeah.
Para maka tanaw siya sa tower. Kana gyud ang trigger niya. Si Beethoven, composer, poured cold water over his head to refresh himself
Yeah.
and stimulate his thinking.
Yeah, that's what students do also to study.
Mo ba?
Yes.
Amo de.
Yes.
Keep the focus, no? Determination ba.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I never tried it.
Maybe next time, basta magdisod ko prepare sa akong hamli ba. Preaching.
And they say it's good for your skin also.
No, but I like this guy. Composer Gioacchino
It's an Italian.
Rossini
Italian.
felt that he worked best in bed under the covers.
Oh, feeling na ko aircon niyang room.
Aircon siguro
Wala
yun,
siya ba?
no? Oh my gosh, I like it. I like it.
Kanindot sa akong trabaho.
Dili sa Philippines kung under the covers wala panington kag mayo.
Aircon na 22 degrees ba.
Sa man taghuna-huna, no? Wait, this is weird. Poet Friedrich von Schiller's thinking was stimulated by the smell of rotting apples, which he kept on his desk.
Oh,
That's weird.
Kuha na bro, close to
Wow.
being pathetic na bro.
That's weird. Yeah. Na-do something weird, no? It's like
Yeah.
as if,
The artist, mga
everyone
artist
has
na,
his
bro.
as if
own
gibutang
way.
nimo ang compost, kitong
Oh.
bucket sa compost ba sa taas niya, gibutang sa room.
Or ika
Para
na imong
ma-stimulate
Oh,
kuha.
it's
mo
just
ang
the rotting apple. Like, madang
theological.
smell sa rotting apple. Dili sa dong compost.
Or
Grab
imong
pot.
medyas ba nga bawang hinubo ba imong ihay-hay dia. Tapos mong table, study table niya.
Like,
Mag-study ka niya, smell sa imong medyas mag.
No.
Mga related sa iyang kuan.
Lahi wrong rotting
that's
apple.
kind of pathetic. No, that's pretty weird. It's like, but like how to find things that like triggers imong thinking. No, I think that's
A
also
good coffee.
interesting to be aware about that. Yeah, like a good coffee.
Yes.
Basta,
Thanks Brewing Club.
and it really helps, like, especially kung kanang kamo magtanaw sa kanang video ba, especially kung atay mga jobs na kinahanan nato o kanang creativity ba. Like example,
Yeah.
ako kay preacher man ko, so or
Content
kay
creator.
content creator, I need to know like ako na ko'y akong mga murag triggers na kabaw ko. If ever mo inom ko kape, that's the big one for me. If ever mo inom ko kape,
If you're at Dahon Cafe.
if not, if I'm gonna in a good place, kanang Dahon Cafe. If I'm ato mo sa Dahon
Shout
Cafe.
out.
Shout out Dahon Cafe, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for the friendly gift of 100. Thank you for the free coffee, Dahon Cafe.
Rapper na bro. You're trying to compete against me. Yo man,
Yeah,
what's up
so
man?
you were saying.
So-
What you doing man? What
So
you doing,
I'm
man?
saying Down Cafe, and then what was the other one? Sports. If I
Yeah.
this would go huna, if I'm very stressed, mag sports go often. Phew. My thinking process works. So unsa man pa, we almost should be done. Kay hapit na mahuman ang atong kuan.
Sige,
Maybe
uban
we can
gi-suggest.
encourage the viewers ba nga kanang to stimulate your thinking, maybe start with reading no kanang that's
Yes,
my idea
important
ba.
like reading, no?
Yeah.
Ang problema man good kay kanang natay cellphone din marg nag-scrolling na lang all the time ba.
Yeah.
If you take like even 5 to 10 minutes reading something, makahelp
Like
siya.
reading the Bible.
Feed your brain.
Oh, not just the Bible or kanang bisag unsa ba, libro.
Yeah. Kanang what are we thinking about
Yeah.
Yes.
during the day? That's really important, no? Bitaw. And
Then,
makatabang kayong
Ang
pagbasa.
hobby siguro niya kay nakoy nadunggan nga testimony ba from someone nga kanang asa do niya ibutang iyang phone, ibutang niya kilid sa iyang libro. Nga every time he get the phone, he see the book. Kay mo siya mo trigger ba? It's a triggering aspect. Kay kung
So,
ibutang
kung
ka nimo
unsay
ang
ang i-pick.
book. Oh, kung ibutang ko na niya ang book sa kanang sa drawer, di niya makita. So, maabtan lang pila ka months, di na niya ma-read ang book, di na ma-trigger sa iyang object. So, maragi na bitaw ang object, imo siyang lang na visible siya sa imong lugar.
Yeah.
If you want to read book, lang imong libro daw, visible gid sa imong mata, inig-sud mo sa imong kwarto or sa imong office, makita nimo pirmi ang libro.
Bitaw.
Maragi na
Malasan ang atong scroll time para mataas ang atong reading time.
Yeah, I think
lisod ka, no?
mahimong fat, fluffy brain good kung mag-read
Ngayon mo
ka,
buhaton,
no?
magpile kag libro, ana, taas kang libro ba? Tanaw.
Oh, but it's so hard.
One book at a time.
But it's so hard, no? It's so hard.
Dagan sa
Honestly,
books, di
lisod
pa
kayo.
read na ko, but I did not finish
It's
yet.
so hard.
Yeah.
It is so hard to be disciplined.
Yes.
No? So let's encourage each other. Let's
Yes.
encourage each other.
I wanna try this one. I mean, doable naman siya. If ever like
Oh.
a lesson ako akong scroll time.
Super
And
doable.
Tupad lagi
allocate
sa
time
libro.
for thinking
Oh.
time.
Super
Ang
doable
imong
siya.
phone, itupad siya sa libro every time daw. Kanang
Yeah.
nakas
Super
mong-
doable siya. Super doable.
Ganahan
It's
na
easy.
ako, asa.
Even if like mga 5 minutes lang sa as a start nyo, okay ra kayo.
Doable gid siya.
Mm.
Yeah, doable kayo
You
ba?
can do it too, no?
Yes.
Kaya ninyo
Yeah.
yan, guys! Subukan
Thinking.
nyo.
Yeah.
Very mindful.
Very mindful.
Very
Dapat-
demure.
So guys, be demure,
Dapat
be
ganun.
mindful, and we will see you for our next podcast about making your daily ano ba ni?
daily dozen.
Finding the secret.
Tagalogin mo, Father.
I drink too much coffee.
Speak
The
Tagalogin
secret
mo.
of your success is determined by your daily agenda.
Yes.
Dun, dun,
Make
dun.
today count.
Make today
How
count.
to say in Tagalog?
Goboy.
How do you say good morning in Tagalog?
Ang sekreto,
Ano man na siya?
the
Ang
secret.
sekreto sa imong. Ano man na siya kanang malakas
Masakit
katong
na.
strength.
Malakas, okay? Go, go, go.
Strength.
Strength is
Malakas.
lakas, I think.
Lakas.
Lakas, yeah.
Lakas. Not malakas. Okay. Lakas
Na,
is determined by...
ano pa? Tagalog.
Mahirap man.
Ay! Iwan ko po.
Bloopers natin to, Tagalog.
Ewan ko po.
Iwan ko po.
Iwan ko po.
Iwan ko po.
Okay, guys.
Hindi ko po naintindihan.
What's goodbye in
Tapos na
Tagalog?
kami.
What's-
Tapos na
Paalam.
kami.
Ah.
Hello! Ingat!
Yay!
See you next time.